and welcome to your video series on getting your home ready for the market. You know, there's a well-known saying that goes something like this: if we fail to plan, we plan to fail. And so, not surprisingly, today I'm going to start us off with talking about the plans for your property. Plans are becoming more and more of an issue with the transferring of property from one person to the next. It's not yet a deeds office requirement for registering a property into a buyer's name, but it is becoming more and more a request from the bank evaluators before they issue the bonds for the buyers to ask for a set of plans. And what they're checking for is that the plans are approved by the relevant local authority, and that the house actually is built the way the plans are drawn. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to go and look in that deep dark recess in the drawer or the filing cabinet and see if you can find the copy of the plans for your property. Now, I know this is going to be a stress point, the first stress point for many of you, because right about now you're going to realize that you actually have never seen a copy of plans for your property. Or maybe you find them, and when you examine them, you find out that it's not exactly how your house is built. I don't want you to stress too much at this point, and I just want to say it's really great that you figured this out right in the beginning of the process. So there is something you can do about it, and if you've heard enough and you'd like to, you can hit the link below, let us know you need some help, and I'll make sure to get that sorted for you. But what really needs to happen if you found that your plans are not accurately reflecting the way your home is built, or perhaps they need updating since you bought the property, you've added on a room or a garage or maybe even a pool, and you've noticed that it's not on plan. Or maybe you've discovered that you don't have any plans for your property. So let's deal with that one first. What you need to do is head off to your local municipality with your ID and proof of ownership for the property. The municipality will hopefully have a copy of your plans on file. Now, sometimes they don't. And one of the reasons being that some of the plans were lost when the municipality changed offices, and there's also been a fire at the municipality, so some of the plans were lost in that. But go ahead and do that as a first step. Quite often they do have a copy of the plans on record, and they'll just print them off for you. If you find that you don't have a set of plans or the plans need updating, what needs to happen is that we need to get a draftsperson involved who can take care of that for you. It's not necessary at this point to get an architect involved because we're not talking about inspirational design. We really just want to record what your property reflects. Not including the drawing of the plans and the measuring of the rooms, etc., etc., the submission process for the plans to the local authority takes approximately a month. And then at the final stage, if the plans are approved after that point, there will be a stamp in the top right-hand corner. So if you did find a set of plans for your home, just check and see if there's a stamp in the top corner. It should have a date on it and the words approved. The final step in that process would be the building inspector for your local area coming out to your property and actually checking that what's built is actually on plans, at which point he will issue a certificate of occupancy. Now, it's that certificate of occupancy for any additions that are less than 5 years old and a copy of the plans with the stamp of approval on them that those bank evaluators are likely to request. Now, you might be wondering why you should go to all this hassle. And I just want to bring to your attention that, you know, everything in this process becomes a negotiation. And so another one of my favorite quotes goes like this: be the kind of person that the kind of person you're looking for is looking for. And to put that in the context of property, if we as the seller are looking for the best buyer out there, the one who can afford your property, the one who's prepared to give you the best price the market will give, then you want to be offering to that buyer the kind of property that he's going to want to buy. So while it is possible to sell a property with plans that are not up to date, it is a legal requirement for you as seller to disclose that to the buyer before he signs for the property. And that's where it gets tricky, because it's in that moment that this amazing, highly qualified buyer who can afford your property and is in love with it is going to either not accept the condition that some of the plans are not up to date, or if he does accept it, he's going to use it as a negotiation point, and he's going to want a discount in order to accept that as a condition of the sale. So it really is up to you to decide. My advice to you would be to get everything absolutely perfect and get the best price we can for your property. So that's all for this insert. Happy searching for those plans. Hit the link below if you need us to help you sort them out, and I look forward to seeing you next time.